Right, a question was asked and it goes by, how easy can I analyze the EURUSD market? It is currently one of the most confusing assets. Some traders find it very difficult to analyze, but I'm going to try to break it down. Let's see what it's been doing and what it wants to do. Right, so first of all, it's very important that before you start analyzing any market, you want to see what it has done in the past, and you want to be able to analyze the higher time frame. Higher time frame, I mean like the monthly structure, the weekly structure, and the daily structure. This really try to give you a bias and a narrative of what the market is trying to do or what it's been doing. All right, right now when you zoom out, one thing you notice first is that EURUSD has made this bearish structure over the years. Right, it's made this bearish structure over the years. So we've had series of highs and lows and higher, lower high, lows, highs, lows, just like that, right? Then for the past, now before I continue, one thing, if you have learned liquidity, is that when markets makes series of highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, highs, lows, it will always seek to take out a high so as to provide enough liquidity for the market to dump if it wants to dump. So right now, this is what the market might be trying to achieve. It's not like done that, right? It's not done that for like the past years. This sky was not like really significant. This was high. Like every single high that created this was not being swept literally, right? So what if this could be the next target? All right, that could be the next target, right? And the market, we want to like do this and all that, right? So this is literally going to be my projection. All right, now why this would make sense is because for the past 3 to 4, it is 2022, right? The market has set its seal to buy, right? So it's currently in this level and it's been moving, although some traders have been trying to force the sell trade in this market, but that has not been favorable. All right, so what am I going to do in this situation? I'm going to like try to analyze this whole market. Now I'll walk down to the weekly. Okay, I'll walk down to the weekly and then I will try to analyze the situation. All right, so for a few months when the market created this low, it kind of like ranged, right? It kind of like ranged in this whole zone. Then finally the market came down to sweep this low, right, securing liquidity and strength to buy. So the market has done a sweep to the downside and it's okay. So yeah, so literally that's correct. Right now, next thing will be to check out what it's been doing. Right, so notice it's set its seal to buy. We've had series of highs and lows, right? And these lows have reclaiming liquidity to the downside, so it's been generating all this energy. Okay, now we've had IFVG structures, right, being respected, right? And now this low literally was what created this high, right? We had the high, we had the low, we had the sweep before that. Okay, we had the sweep before that. Basically, this was a very good, and we had a break of structure to the upside. Remember, it's still a bullish trend. Then now we have our next break of structure happening soon. Right, so this is me just following the trend, and I was able to like make projection of what is going to happen in the future in this whole zone, right? And now before the market will get here, I don't know how long it's going to take, but right now the analysis on the lower time frame on the daily makes so much sense with what could happen on the monthly structure, right? So now I can now confidently be able to like look for buys trading these pairs, right? Now when the market created this high, it moved, it created structures, it created highs, so like reversals, right? Right, it created substructure inside this external structure, it created substructures, right? And now we had this low, and now we had a retest, right, of that FVG. We had another block there, right? We had a very strong other block, and market changed structure to the upside. All right, so changing structure to the upside, now aligning with its whole narrative and its whole bias, right? So we've had lows, right? This was literally the low that put in the, okay, this was swing low and swing high, right, on its own. Then we could literally plot our fib and notice that the market did not just sell, but it dumped into like the discount zone from this high to from this low to this high, very clean, right? And it's also like swept a low signify, when a sweep happens, it just signifies or signal to us that this is going to be a strong ride, right? Anytime it sweeps structure, it's literally like heads towards breaking a structure. Whenever it sweeps a low, it heads towards breaking a structure like it did. So now the last time this happened, we had a breaker structure. All right, now we're having this again. So we have a breaker structure, and which is going to override this high. All right, so now you literally know what is going to happen, right? It's very now obvious. So that's what a top-down analysis can do. It makes this clear. It makes things understandable. That's why you need to take your technical analysis lessons really, really serious. So now we've had ride all this way to the upside, and we have had breaks, so opportunities to comfortably trade. So if you are trying to short Euro USD, now you can see that this is the reason why your analysis have been going against you. You simply just got the buyers wrong, right? You'll be trying to sell a market that has a goal to achieve, and its goal is bullish. It has a target, right? And so that's it. So this is the daily structure. I could go down to the 4 hours to check out for what has been happening on the 4 hour structure. Okay, so this is actually even more favorable to the swing traders, right? So if you know how to swing, you are in for a long ride. You are in for a lot of money and chilled money. So traders who got in from this level, right, and they have their stop loss below here, and their TP at this high, will clearly be at ease holding this position. All right, they will clearly be at ease holding this position without panicking or without doing much. So swing traders will always be one of the most peaceful traders, traders with the most peace actually, right? So you know what to do, right? So why those trying to scalp could literally, you could scalp and make profits with the lower time frame though, but just make sure that you are scalping towards the trend. So this is like my signal for you, for every trader watching this at this particular time. All right, so on the 5 minutes time frame, it's going to be like more easier if you know what you are doing, right? To hop on scalps opportunity, right? Hop on scalp opportunities and trying to see what you can do with your little technical knowledge to buy, right? So basically that's it. So that is it basically. So with your little scalp knowledge, you can look out for opportunities in the game, and you need to be really, really technical, and it works. Scalping works better when you know what the market is doing or where it is going to, and when you start having series of losses. Let's say you're trying to scalp in this zone, you'll be trying to scalp in this zone, and you to keep taking losses for buys. You should know that you just have to wait out for some few more days. The market is probably trying to make some retracement to the downside. When it's done retracement enough and it's now buying down, the trend becomes obvious. Then you can start looking for scalps in every breaks that happen, right? You can start looking for scalps in every breaks that happen, right? So it becomes even more better and more clearer when you start looking for scalps in every breaks that happen, right? So scalpers could make a lot of money, pass profits and do all that, right? But swing traders don't need to panic in these situations, right? Regardless, when you are good with your skill, you make money, right? So that's it. More analysis will be coming on different pairs, right? So please subscribe, stay tuned, like, share this link to any of your trader friends, okay? And I hope you understand. You can also reach me out on Telegram, Gainers Lab, or X Gainers Lab, or TikTok Gainers Lab, right? So yeah, have a beautiful study time.